Welcome to Joint Updates, where we delve into the latest cannabis news across the globe, from the licenses and legal challenges to crucial policy revisions. In this episode, we'll unpack developments from Florida, Illinois, New York, Oregon, and Costa Rica, shedding light on the rapid expansions, ongoing legal battles, and progressive regulatory changes reshaping the cannabis landscape. For starters, in Florida, in a positive stride for Florida's cannabis industry, the state received 74 applications for 22 medical marijuana licenses during a 5-day cycle. This move signals growth, potentially doubling the number of state license operators. This comes 6 years after Florida authorized medical marijuana and 4 years after the 2017 industry framework approval. Despite legal challenges, the state, bolstered by the Supreme Court ruling, is committed to issuing at least 22 new licenses, including licenses earmarked for black farmers, further enhancing the industry's diversity and equality. A group of 13 licensed cannabis transporters in Illinois filed a lawsuit against the state's Department of Agriculture, alleging unregulated marijuana delivery operations. The claimants say that despite evidence, regulators haven't taken action due to inadequate staffing. They argue this failure is compromising public safety and blocking legal transporters from the industry. The department is yet to comment, pending litigation. This situation highlights the industry's ongoing need for robust, fair regulatory systems to ensure all stakeholders can operate safely and legally. Then in New York, the New York State Cannabis Control Board continues to advance the state's cannabis industry, which is projected to annually generate over $2 billion. Recently, they approved 50 new retail dispensary licenses and revised several regulations, including provisions for medical cannabis companies entering the recreational market and defining true parties of interest. The board also unveiled a comprehensive social equity plan, which was criticized for its lack of measurable objectives. The industry seeks more outlets for cannabis farmers who have faced challenges due to legal delays. Notably, new rules allow for exceptions for dispensary buffer zones and propose a 100 mg THC cap per edibles package. Then another story in New York, Sweet Tooth, an Upper East Side cannabis-infused bakery in New York City, faced closures after authorities cited illegal sales of unlicensed marijuana products. The incident, part of a broader crackdown on the illicit smoke shops, highlighted the tensions between a burgeoning cannabis industry and the regulatory oversight. While recreational marijuana is legal in New York, there's growing concerns about unlicensed shops undermining the industry. In line with this, a recent poll revealed that 58% of New Yorkers support stringent measures against the gray market cannabis businesses. As the licenses continue to evolve, adhering to the licensing and compliance rules remains paramount for sustained growth and public support. Then in Oregon, in an effort to recoup missing tax revenue, the state of Oregon is making tax compliance mandatory for the cannabis businesses to obtain or renew their license. With around $18.7 million in cannabis tax revenue absent last year, Governor Tina Kotek directed the Oregon Liquor and Cannabis Commission to implement stricter regulations, including providing a tax compliance certificate. This move aims to ensure fair competition in the industry and bolster the state economy. Despite a higher non-compliance rate among cannabis retailers, the majority are abiding by their tax obligations, highlighting the industry's commitment to operational legality and economic contribution. In Costa Rica, cannabis for medical use and hemp for industrial purposes, the regulations for these were set up in September 2022, and since then, the Minister of Agriculture and Livestock, Victor Carvajal, has issued 8 hemp permits and now a medical cannabis permit. The receipt of the first license is Azu Wellness SA, which plans to open a medical cannabis cultivation and processing greenhouse in Philadelphia, Guanacaste. The law in Costa Rica classifies industrial hemp as containing less than 1% THC by dry weight, and psychoactive cannabis as having 1% or more THC. This aligns with the push by the U.S. hemp farmers for the legal limit on THC and hemp to be raised from 0.3% to 1% in the upcoming 2023 Farm Bill. And that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Love to see in the comments if you're in any of the affected areas: New York, Illinois, Oregon, Costa Rica, Florida. And make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate you staying until the end, and we'll see you next time. Philadelphia, 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 Philadelphia.